The archive building stood at the far end of Hawthorne Boulevard, tucked between a closed bookstore and an abandoned flower shop. Its windows were coated in dust, its steps cracked and darkened from years of rain. Few people ever went inside anymore. It wasn't a place one visited, it was a place one inherited. On that grey November morning, Dr. Elias Ward unlocked the door with a motion that seemed more like memory than intention. The key turned with the sound of rusted metal giving way. Inside, the air was heavy and dry, filled with the scent of cardboard, glue, and the faint ghost of forgotten ink. Elias had returned to Portland after almost a decade away. Once, this building had been part of the university's psychology department, a small annex where he had spent his early career cataloguing patient studies, transcripts, and field notes. Now, it was little more than a storage unit for unfinished stories, each file a moment someone had tried to understand the human mind and failed. He hadn't planned to come back, but a letter had arrived 2 weeks earlier, unsigned, stamped only with the words, "You left something here." He didn't believe in omens, but there was something in the handwriting that had unsettled him, slanted, deliberate, almost familiar. As he moved deeper into the room, dust motes swirled through the air like static, catching the weak light from the single overhead bulb. The shelves stretched endlessly in both directions, filled with boxes marked by years and initials. Some were his. Most weren't. A low hum came from a heating vent, an old system still running somewhere deep in the building, though no one had turned it on. He stopped, listening. The sound was constant, steady, like breath. He closed his eyes for a moment and remembered the voice of his former assistant, Claire, reading out data from a case they had both worked on. She had left the university suddenly. The same winter the experiments were shut down. Officially, the report had said inconclusive results. Elias had never asked why she didn't say goodbye. He found the old cabinet marked 2011-12 and opened it. Inside was a folder with his name on the label, written in the same slanted handwriting as the letter. For a moment, his hands trembled slightly. The folder was light, too light for its age, and when he opened it, there was only a single page inside. On it, one sentence, written in black ink. The study never ended. The sound of the heating vent deepened, a faint metallic pulse echoing through the floor. Outside, the wind shifted, brushing against the old windows like fingertips. Elias stood alone in the archive, the page still in his hand, realizing that silence was not absence, it was continuation.